And good afternoon and welcome to Featherstone Rovers Post Office Road for this inaugural match in Papua New Guinea's first ever tour of Great Britain. And what a place to start the tour. One of the hotbeds of rugby league, Featherstone Rovers. And the teams are walking out now, and I'll give you the teams, starting with the Papua New Guineans.
The teams will line up opposite each other, and as a memento of their visit to Post Office Road, the Featherstone players
number one,
will add to the Papua New Guinea players the Featherstone Rovers shirt.
Of course, the Papua New Guinea lads are wearing their squad numbers rather than the numbers we'd expect them to wear, 1 to 13. And of course, the forwards play backwards way round, and it's rather than 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, it's the other way around for the Papua New Guinea lads. Matthias Kittiman is number 1, wearing number 11, wearing number 9, James Capia. Number 2 is Lato Atoy, he's in the right centre. The left centre is Balnamapo, well known, good player this lad. Number 23, wearing 23 is Kepi Sayer. Wearing number 5, Darius Haley. Wearing number 10 is Tony Keeler. Number 24, Ariba Taumaka. Wearing number 12, Matthias Combra. Wearing number 26 is Bernard Wiketsi. Wearing number 16, Ati Lomatopa. Wearing number 6 is Roy Henney. Wearing number 25 is Joe Tepp. At 14, Derek Culver, and he is the sub at 14. And number 22, squad number Thomas Rumba. The Rovers side, number 1, Chris Bibb. Number 2, Daisy Jones. Number 3, Danny Beach. Number 4, Ian Smales. Number 5, Richard Marsh. Stand off, we have Johnny Crossley. Number 7 is Derek Fox. Number 8, Tim Slatter. Number 9, Tony Staniforth. Number 10 is Gary Siddall. And number 11 is Mark Campbell. Also in the second row we have Peter Smith. Number 13 is Paul Lyman. And the 2 substitutes, the old stager Keith Bell is number 14. And number 15, a younger lad, Paul Geary. And what a pleasure it is to say those names after the Papua New Guinea names, I'll tell you. Referee today is Mr. Jim Smith of Halifax.
Number 12, Peter Smith.
And
number 13,
teams lining up for the kick-off here now.
14,
and they really look a colourful set, these Papua New Guinea lads. And I'm sure they're going to enjoy this first game of the first tour of Great Britain. And referee Mr. Smith gets the game in action. And the ball's put deep. And here come New Guinea now, away from their own line. And it's
number 11 is in fact Alan Dakin and not
Tim Slatter there in with a tackle. And again, good tackling there, but that's good running also from the Papua New Guineans. Ball coming well out there to Kepi Sayer. And this time the ball's going deep into the Rovers, right down into the Rovers 25. Chris Bibb has to turn, he takes the ball well. Beeps one man, but he's well tackled on his own 25 in the end. Here's Peter Smith at the play of the ball. He goes forward. Sidesteps his way past one man, but again he's well knocked down. Derek Fox at first man. Puts it wide. And Ian Smales there trying to get his winger moving, but it wasn't a good ball. And in the tackle there, Matthias Combra. And out comes the ball again to Derek Fox. Round Gary Siddall. Crossley gets it to Bibb. Gets the ball wide there to Danny Beach. But he's going nowhere as he's well tackled there by James Capea. Derek Fox kicks through. And Kittiman takes it and brings it away. A good run in fact. And it's number 11 in fact, Alan Dakin there, who's in on the tackle. Once again, and they're nice little dummy there around the play of the ball, but Rovers tackling is good. They're in there once again. And There's long pass to number 2, Lato Atoy, and he's away. But well tackled there by Peter Smith. That's stalwart of Featherstone Rovers. And Darius Haley there. And it's Richard Mars to come away with the ball, but he gets nowhere. Chris Bibb goes to the play the ball. Rovers trying to make progress out of their own 25 at the moment. Dakin there, strong running lad this. Fox onto Tim Slatter, he breaks 1-2 tackles. Good running there from Tim Slatter before he's effectively put down there by Joe Tepp. A good inside ball from Derek Fox onto Peter Smith. He gets the ball to John Crossley. This is wonderful play from Rovers. Derek Fox doubles, puts it back to Crossley. And Crossley's knocked down there in the end. That's great play from Featherstone Rovers. Out it comes. Oh, kick through in fact by Davy Jones. He's going for the line, but the ball's gone dead and it'll be a tap on the 25, says Mr. Smith. That's good play there from Featherstone Rovers. They certainly had the Papua New Guinea lads worried a little bit there. Good play from John Crossley and also from Derek Fox.
There's a vehicle causing an obstruction on Allison Street.
And here they come, these colourful lads from Papua New Guinea, trying to drive away from their own 25.
LWT, Volvo D350.
But Peter Smith and Derek Fox there, well in with the tackle.
Move it immediately, thank you.
And again, Rovers tackling effective there as Papua New Guinea making no progress, but here comes a run there from number 24. That's Aribo Tomaka who makes that break. The ball coming out left now. Oh, and that was a bad ball and a knock on. It's going to be the first scrummage of the game.
The player involved was Darius Haley, and he's going to go back now
and it's Derek Fox to feed the ball into the Rovers. Featherstone have won it, although there was a bit of it. Here's Derek Fox, gets the ball out to his wingman Richard Mars. Can he go? But that's good tackling there. That's good tackling indeed from James Capia. And Richard Mars then found himself knocked into touch, and it's another scrum down. This time the head and ball will go to Papua New Guinea, and it's Tony Keeler to feed the ball for the New Guineans. And it's won. Oh, but another knock on there. The fullback Matthias Kittiman trying to burst into the line there. Took his eye off the ball, and it's another scrum down. This time Derek Fox to feed.
Derek Fox, the international scrum half.
Referee not quite happy with the scrummage at the moment, but this time it comes out to Featherstone Rovers. John Crossley, Paul Lyman, and a hard tackle there, by Aribo Taumaku, and Paul Lyman drops the ball in the tackle, and it's yet another scrum down. And it's out to Featherstone Rovers against the head, but Tony Keeler shows how sharp he is there, and he's straight onto the ball, and Papua New Guinea come away with it. And that's good play indeed. Capia now plays the ball. And it's Matthias Comrade driving forward there for Papua New Guinea.
Yet again, attacking halfback over the halfway line, decides to go on his own.
And Roy Henny, the hooker there, plays the ball to himself, and referee Mr. Smith says that Peter Smith was not onside as he made that tackle, so it'll be a penalty to Papua New Guinea. And they decide to go for touch.
And the kick to be taken by Tony Keeler.
And they're now right into the Rovers 25 for the first time in the game. Now what can these lads do?
Now here comes the distribution. It's going to be Lauta Atoy,
and it's going to be Aribo Taumaka, who well, there seemed to be a little bit of obstruction there, but referee says it's okay. And 21, Balnamapo there. He's well tackled. But this is good running indeed from Latoy. He's got the ball away. And there's a try for Darius Haley as he goes over and scores the first try on the Papua New Guinea's tour. And look how delighted these lads are. That was Darius Haley, the scorer of that try there. For Papua New Guinea.
Darius Haley.
The standoff half for Papua New Guinea opens their account on this tour of Great Britain with a great try there.
And a good chance here for Balnamapo to kick the extra 2
And
points.
it's going to be perhaps the most well-known of the Papua New Guinean side, Balnamapo, to try and tag on the 2 points to that try by Darius Haley there. By all reports, this lad's a very good centre. All the reports that have come out of Papua New Guinea says that he's world class, this lad.
5 metres or so.
Takes his time.
2 points at stake here from the Papua. He kicks
and straight through the middle. Lovely kick there. Well struck by Balnamapo. And Rovers find themselves 6 points to 0 down. And it's going to be Derek Fox to set the game in motion once again. Another deep kick. And this ball could go dead. In fact, it doesn't. It will be a dropout underneath Papua New Guinea's posts. And it looks to be Tony Keeler, is it? To drop out from underneath the posts. And that's a long, deep kick. Goodness me. That's gone many a mile right down into the Rovers 25. What a kick that was indeed. And Rovers find themselves in their own half. Now they come from Alan Dakin. And nobody seemed to want to be coming for that ball there. Dakin goes to play the ball. Derek Fox, once again at first man, throws a long ball out to Crispy. Oh, goodness me. And Kepi Say was almost away there as the ball was fumbled by Crispy, went loose. And if Say could have picked that ball up, it was a try all the way. But indeed, it's a scrum down, a knock on. And the referee, quite rightly, is taking the first offence, and it's head and ball to Papua New Guinea. It's going to be Tony Keeler to feed the ball. And the referee's not happy with that at all. Feet up, he says. Feet up, Tony Staniforth, and a penalty once again to Papua New Guinea. And it's Darius Haley to put to touch. And he finds touch, not very far, but it's gone in. That's what counts. Here come New Guinea again.
Drop down, go back. Picked up by Roy Henney.
And the ball moving right at the moment. Here comes Bernard Wiketsi driving forward. But Rovers tackling good at the moment. Keeler. And a fancy little pass there, went to ground, and just shows that these lads have a colourful way of playing to match their bright yellow and red strip. Mr. Smith. And the ball out this time to Featherstone Rovers, but once again Tony Keeler is in quickly there, but Rovers come away with it. Chris Bibb has it, but he's well dumped there by Joe Tepp, the prop forward. Tim Slatter trying to drive away from his own 25, but once again Joe Tepp is in there along with Ati Lomatopa. Sidol gets a good ball away to Paul Lyman. Derek Fox now out to Peter Smith running wide. He gets the ball to Ian Smales, who gets a good ball to Richard Marsh. Beats one tackle, but knocked down there. That's good play from Featherstone this time. Oh, and the ball coming wide. Here's Lyman. Gets it to Crossley. Crossley. Long ball to Davy Jones, but it bounces off his body and into touch there as Featherstone Rovers try to open the play out against the Papua New Guineans. Scrum down. And it will be Tony Keeler to put the ball in. And it's won by Papua New Guinea. Crowd don't seem too happy about that one. Tony Keeler has the ball. They certainly seem to run direct, these lads there. That's Matthias Kittiman taking that one in, the full back. Here's Balnamapo, and he tries kicking through, but the ball's gone loose. And Papua New Guinea have got away with it. And number 23, Kepi Sayer there, sidestepping his way on a sixpence there, past 2 or 3 players. That's great play. Here comes Bernard McWicketty. Darius Haley gets rid of it. Looked to be a little bit of obstruction. Referee says play on. Here's number 9, but he's in touch there. Number 9 there, James Kapia, trying to go for the corner like a good wingman should, but he was knocked into touch, and it's another scrum down. Referee Mr. Smith giving his commands, and the ball's in, and what a drive there, but Featherstone have come away with it. It's Chris Bidd going into the line, well tackled there by Darius Haley and Tony Keeler. And now it's Tim Slatter gets rid of the ball to Derek Fox, to Ian Smales, this youngster tries to make the ground, but he's lost the ball, and Papua New Guinea have it. This time it's Gary Siddall who's in on the tackle.
Lion's share of the possession so far.
And this is good play. This is good play.
Very well indeed to cover a good 20 metres before he's actually pulled.
Indeed, and I think there's a penalty here. Chris Bibb not allowing
inside the Featherstone 22.
number 6 there, Roy Henney, to play the ball.
Numapo.
And it's Balnamapo to attempt to tag on the 2 points here from that penalty. Score at the moment 6 points to Papua New Guinea and no points to Featherstone Rovers. He's very careful with these kicks. He's Balnamapo. He's not going to be hurried by anything the crowd says, I can tell you.
But it was a beautiful technique that produced the 2 points of the last one.
Weighs it up very carefully.
This one as he comes up now to kick this ball. The penalty.
Toe ends it, but he's missed it. He's missed it. That's a bad miss indeed there from Balnamapo, and the score stays at 6 points to 0 to Papua New Guinea. Rovers' Derek Fox puts the ball deep there and brilliantly taken by Darius Haley, and he decides to boot downfield. Are we going to have an old-fashioned kicking duel here? No. Chris Bibb decides that the best thing to do is to take the ball in, and that's exactly what he does. Derek Fox goes to play the ball. Paul Lyman now. Oh, but he's well met there. Well tackled by Joe Teff, and loses the ball in the tackle. And Papua New Guinea have it again. Here comes Ati Lamatopa.
Snaps onto it like a snake. Gets the ball out very quickly indeed. Lamatopa with the ball, and then he plays it.
Oh, and this time not a particularly good ball. The ball's loose and Rovers have it. Alan Dakin dropped on the ball well there. Tim Slatter to Peter Smith. Oh, a long ball to Richard Martin. The ball goes loose and Papua New Guinea have it again. And they're trying to keep the ball alive at any time, but I'm afraid this time it was Roy Henney who knocked on there. And certainly we're going to get some excitement from this game, there's no doubt about that. As Derek Fox puts the ball in the scrum as it comes out to Rovers, here's Johnny Crossley. Slips the ball to Chris Bibb. Derek Fox again. He's a real workhorse, this lad. As Ian Smales trying to drive through. There's no way through for him. Derek Fox at the play the ball. Here's Paul Lyman running wide. Runs into a good tackle. And here comes Tim Slatter. He's driving through one tackle, through two tackles. That's good running from Tim Slatter. Taking goes to the play the ball, looks for Fox. Fox has Peter Smith coming on his outside on the short ball there. Not able to burst through to the post there. Johnny Crossley kicks through, it's a good one. There could be a try here for Rovers. The ball just kicked dead there. Good defending from Papua New Guinea, and it's a drop out from underneath the sticks. I wonder if the ball will go as far as it did the last time these lads kicked from underneath their posts. And it's going to be Darius Haley to drop out from underneath his own post. Takes his time. This time it's not gone the same sort of distance. Chris Bibb has the ball. Drives forward towards the Papua New Guinea 25. But he's tackled effectively there. Here's Alan Dakin.
Dakin to the 22 once again. A good tackle.
And the referee spots an infringement there. And it's a penalty to the Rovers here. Derek Fox wants charge of the ball. Decides to kick for touch, does exactly that. Finds touch. And here comes Featherstone now with a planned move. Derek Fox charging for the line. He puts it on to Paul Lyman. Paul Lyman, oh, he must be inches short there. Staniforth goes to the play the ball. And the referee has decided that the player was not 5 yards away from the play the ball, and that will be a penalty to Papua New Guinea there. Players on the attacking side as well as the defending side have to be 5 yards away from the play the ball nowadays, and that was well spotted by referee Mr. Smith there, and a penalty to Papua New Guinea. And here come the New Guineans now. Oh, but the ball's lost in the tackle there, and a knock on. It was Haribo Tomaku who dropped the ball there. There's a chance for Rovers if he can win this one, and they have it. Derek Fox has got the ball there, he's held up by Tony Keeler. Paul Lyman tries to use that well-known side step of his, but slips on the ground. Oh, and Gary Siddall, a bad mistake there. A bad mistake from Siddall, and it's going to be a scrum down. He dropped the ball. There was no excuse for that. Took his eye off it for a moment. And this time it's Tony Keeler who comes away with it. And Papua New Guinea trying to attack from their own line. It was Bound Mapu who was well tackled there by Alan Dakin. Oh, that's a good ball, but it's dropped. The referee says play on, and Chris Bibb has the ball. Looks to make the space, gets a good ball out to Ian Smale. He puts it on to Richard Marseille, where he might have been better taking it in and drawing his man. John Crossley. Oh, and Paul Lyman has lost the ball. And Papua New Guinea had come away with it this time. This time it's Lato Atoy who comes away with the ball. And Bernard Muketsi goes to the play the ball. Looks there for Matthias Kittiman, this fullback who's trying to get involved in the play. Oh, and the ball was well taken there by Darius Haley, and they're trying to keep it alive, and the referee spots a knock on there. Is it a forward pass? I think he's... He's indicating a forward pass perhaps there.
The move that was gone there from Papua New Guinea complained that the referee had stopped the move.
And it's going to be
10 metres inside the Papua half of the field.
Rovers head and ball. And referee not happy with that one. And it goes again, and out it comes to Featherstone Rovers. Johnny Crossley sidesteps past one man, lays it onto Chris Bibb. He's just caught there as he tried to break through, burst through the tackle. Johnny Crossley again. Lays it off to Ian Smales. Nick Fox. Gary Siddall just manages to hang on to it there. Derek Fox again. Paul Lyman. Sidesteps one man. Still there's no way through for the Rovers, but they're looking dangerous at the moment. Peter Smith, he's going for the line. Oh, and just loses the ball, and there must be an offside decision here. There's Papua New Guinea there, caught offside. It's Balnamapo who dropped on that ball and gave the penalty away. And Derek Fox decides to go for Derek Fox to try and put 2 points on the board for Featherstone Rovers. And yes, it's there. 2 points there for Featherstone Rovers, which brings the score back to Featherstone Rovers 2 and Papua New Guinea 6 after that early try from Darius Haley after only 10 minutes.
25 minutes on the clock.
And it's Papua New Guinea to set the game in motion through Tony Keeler. The ball's kicked deep there. Chris Bibb takes it well and drives away from his own 25. He's lost the ball though, and it's a knock on, a scrum down. Good tackle there, a pat on the back from one of his teammates for Darius Haley, who effected that tackle on Chris Bibb. And the New Guinea lads have it. Here's Balnamapo.
He starts to move forward up to that 22-metre line once again. He's got Kepisai outside him. He's acting
ball this time.
Ball spins round.
Oh, and good play there. Good play from Kepisai. Got his pass in.
Up to the 22-metre line once again. Behind him, Balnamapo is acting halfback. Then coming running across this line.
Oh, and they're keeping the ball alive. Here's Namapu. And gets the ball out there to Atoy. He plays the ball to himself. Atoy going for the line. But that's good tackling there from Chris Bibb. And also from Davy Jones. Ball coming out now. Keeler puts a long ball out there. A long ball out to Matthias Kittiman. Here's Balnamapo. Keeler gets the ball away. Here's a chance for Papua New Guinea. Oh, and my... And a try indeed. A try indeed. The ball kept alive there. Papua New Guinea refusing to go to ground with the ball. And that's the way rugby league should be played. And the second try is on the board. I don't know. And it's going to be Balnamapo to attempt to convert the try there. The try scored by Matthias Combra, who's playing in the second row today for Papua New Guinea.
Getting out of tackles just right there. Combra really does go hard at it.
These lads from Papua New Guinea, they certainly want to keep the ball alive. There's no doubt about that. Namapo.
Long preparation.
And this time it's straight through the sticks. A good goal there from Balnamapo.
Papua New Guinea was number 12 Matthias Combra, and that was converted by number 21 Balnamapo.
And the score now lies at Featherstone Rovers 2 and Papua New Guinea 12. With 2 good tries on the board from the visitors.
Just on 30 minutes of the first half gone by.
Derek Fox puts the ball deep. And it's Gary Siddall on the tackle there. And they're showing some confidence now as Joe Tepp drove that one in there for... Oh, and this is good play. Well taken indeed by Tony Keeler, but he's lost the ball. And can Featherstone do anything with it? Alan Dakin ducks under one tackle, hands off another man. Peter Smith to Derek Fox to John Crossley. Long ball out to Ian Smales, he takes it well. Johnny Crossley at this time at the play of the ball. Gary Siddall driving forward.
Very much involved in the...
But he's tackled there by Tony Keeler.
Ball played back to Gary
Derek Fox at first man. Tim Slatter this time. Lays the ball out to Chris Bibb. Chris Bibb dummies and goes himself. But he's held up there by Joe Tepp. And helping him in the tackle, fullback Matthias Kittimon. Derek Fox, short ball there to Peter Smith. He's held up, 3-4 yards short. Derek Fox kicks through. Oh, well taken there. Well taken indeed there. And a good ball out too. And this is good rugby from the Papua New Guineans. They're keeping the ball alive. What wonderful play there. Refusing to go to ground with the ball. You can see these lads really enjoy their rugby. Look at this. Tony Keeler now. He gets the ball inside.
Beautiful play from Papua, there's no doubt whatsoever.
Roy Henney now.
Enjoying the sunshine here at Featherstone.
And Namapo coming for that ball there, but the pass wasn't on as Darius Haley kicks very deep indeed. And it's going to be Davy Jones, or rather should I say Richard Marsh, who goes back for that ball and takes it away. Ian Smales decides to go himself and runs straight into Roy Henney. Derek Fox. Oh, and a good break from Fox, but he's lost the ball, and Papua New Guinea have it again. Darius Haley was very quickly onto that ball. And Matthias Kittimon, well put down there by Gary Siddall and Danny Beach. But Papua New Guinea keeping it alive still. This is Balnamapo. He slips a pass away. And look at this. The ball's going anywhere. They're passing the ball to all and sundry. Perhaps a little steadying down might have been in order there from the Papua New Guinea players, but ball finally finds itself in touch, and it'll be a scrum down with head and ball to Featherstone Rovers. And it's out to Rovers. And the referee spots an offside. Johnny Crossley's there quickly, takes the tap. And looks for Richard Marsh, and he's going for the line. That was quick thinking there from Johnny Crossley. Rovers a chance to put some points on the board here now. Tim Slatter gets it away to and Davy Jones. Well, he got it. Ian Smales that lost the ball initially there, but Rovers have got it back. And there's Dakin driving straight for the line. Standing for the play of the ball, gets it away to Fox, to Smith. Fox is caught this time. It's good tackling from Papua New Guinea. Slatter gets it across. There must be a chance if the ball goes wide here. Ian Smales. But again, the ball's lost. But it's gone backwards, says the referee. Smales plays the ball. It's Derek Fox with it now. Paul Lyman, but he's going nowhere. And it's fifth tackle. Johnny Crossley, he's looking sharp today, is Crossley. Gets a long ball, there must be a try. Peter Smith is in. A good ball there from Johnny Crossley. He really has looked sharp today. And he got the ball away there to Peter Smith. And that's the first try for Featherstone Rovers as Peter Smith goes in at the corner. Well played there from Johnny Crossley.
The Featherstone Rovers try scorer there, number 12, Peter Smith.
The youngster Ian Smales, who's going to attempt to convert this try by Peter Smith. He's quite a way out. It will be a good kick if he lands this one. But I've seen Ian Smales play right through his young career, and my word, he's capable of landing this one.
This kick, he's only about 3 or 4 metres in from the touch line, and he's taking it back about 30 metres away from the Papua.
And just like Balnamapo, he's taking his time. He's not going to be hurried with it. And he gets some good height on it. It's a wonderful kick. A wonderful kick from Ian Smales. Lands that one, and Rovers are right back in this game now. Featherstone 8 and Papua New Guinea 12.
Peter Smith's try by number 4, Ian Smales.
And that try coming not very long before the half-time hooter. A real boost for Featherstone Rovers. And it was Tony Keeler there who kicked off. It's Chris Bibble receives the ball. Beats one tackler there. And Rovers looking a little more confident now to that score. Tim Slatter. And Tony Keeler, along with Roy Henney, made sure there was no break there from Featherstone Rovers. Ian Smales, who's just landed that perfectly wonderful goal from the touchline. Plays the ball. Derek Fox, wasn't a good pass, but we expect Derek Fox to take passes like that. He's a wonderful player, great player.
3.5.
And the referee says Tony Keeler put that one right into his own forwards' feet, and I think he was absolutely right. And a penalty to Featherstone Rovers, and still time for Featherstone to put some more points on the board before half-time, as Peter Smith initiates that movement, and it's Tim Slatter this time who more or less tackles himself. Pete Smith again. What a workhorse this lad is. And I'm afraid he's been hurt in that tackle. And the referee calls for the trainer. And Peter Smith is all right to play the ball. Still looks a little bit groggy, but he plays the ball, and Alan Dakin takes it in. And Rovers just 5 yards short of that Papua New Guinea line now. And here's Tim Slatter. He's held up 2 yards short. And the referee spots an infringement there, not allowing Tim Slatter to play the ball. And quick thinking by Derek Fox, there must be a try here. Ian Smales going for the corner. Oh! What a chance there was for Featherstone Rovers there. And Richard Marsh dropped the ball with a line at his mercy as Ian Smales have made the space for him. And Papua New Guinea get away with that one and also get away with the ball. Well, that was amazing. I said there'd be no shortage of excitement in this game, and I was right. But really, Featherstone Rovers should have equalised the scores with a try there. Bernard Wiketsi there plays the ball. And again, refusing to go to ground with the ball, Matthias Combra. But he's held up well there. That is Haley. Balnamapo. Straight down Davy Jones's locker there. Straight down his gullet. As good as a pass. Here comes Chris Bibb now. And Derek Fox is buzzing at the moment, and so is this lad Johnny Crossley. Gets the ball out to Peter Smith. Bit of a late tackle there on Johnny Crossley. Referee hasn't seen it. And Chris Bibb there.
Should have played on there.
Yes, he should.
There's the ball. Oh, and it's Peter Smith here. Gets a long ball out to Johnny Crossley, but there's not a lot on. He decides to kick through for wingman Davy Jones, but there's ball's gone too far, and away comes Matthias Kittimon, looking for the space. And it's almost time now, as Rovers have the ball again. But there goes a half-time hooter with the score at the moment. Featherstone Rovers 8 and Papua New Guinea 12. And, well, it could have been so much different if Richard Marsh had taken that pass and gone in at the corner as he should have done. But it's been a sparkling performance from both sides, really. We've seen some good attacking football. We've seen some good hard tackling as well. And there's all to play for in the second half.
Attention please, there will now be a collection around the ground on behalf of the Rovers Development Fund.
Balnamapo leads his troops back onto the field for what promises to be a very exciting second half. We have a substitution on the Rovers side as Keith Bell has replaced Alan Dakin. It will remain to be seen where Keith plays, but I would imagine it will be second row for second row.
For Featherstone Rovers, number 14, Keith Bell, replacing number 11, Alan Dakin.
And this time it's Papua New Guinea who are going to kick off the game. And I'm sure we're in for 40 minutes of tremendous rugby league football now, as it's Tony Keeler who puts the ball deep, but well taken by Chris Bibb under his own post. But he's tackled by the kicker himself, Tony Keeler. Yeah. Keith Bell there at first man, lays it on there to Gary Siddall. Pete Smith. Again, Keeler is in the action. Derek Fox. Paul Lyman pushes off for Darius Haley as if he wasn't there. And the ball pulled out, says referee Mr. Smith, by Roy Henney, and a penalty to Featherstone Rovers. And it's Derek Fox to put to touch, and he finds a good touch. And lack of a ball at the moment causes a little bit of a hold-up. And finally it arrives from out of the crowd. And the game's played on. Oh, and Paul Lyman almost breaks through there. It was a good tackle indeed from Roy Henney to stop him. This time it's Tim Slatter. Driving hard today, Tim Slatter.
Just a couple of minutes into the
and Keith Bell, Gary Siddall. Siddall trying to lay the ball off, but he'd nobody there. Derek Fox, Johnny Crossley, out to Ian Smales. Ian Smales got a great ball out there. A great ball to Richard Marsh, and the try is given. The try is given there as Richard Marsh dives into the corner. The corner flag went over, but the referee said try. The touch judge was satisfied that it was a try.
Featherstone Rovers, number 5, Richard Marsh.
Good work from Ian Smales there to put Richard Marsh in at the corner.
look at that given, I think.
At the moment, and it's Ian Smales to try and put Rovers in front for the very first time in the game. Once again, it's an extremely difficult kick, but can we just remember into the first half and recall that one he put over from the touchline, a beautiful kick. Can he repeat the show?
The longest kick of the afternoon. He kicks it now, he hoists it in the air.
It's a good attempt, but it goes wide at the right-hand post. Not an easy effort there for Ian Smales, but the score's now tied at 12 apiece. And what sort of answer do the Papua New Guineans have to that? Well, we're about to see as Tony Keeler places the ball to kick off. Once again, it goes deep. It's well fielded indeed. And away come Featherstone Rovers again. Matthias Combra with the tackle there. Keith Bell onto Tim Slatter. Tony Keeler in with the tackle, but the ball was away by Tim Slatter. Johnny Crossley looks to get rid of the ball, decides to hang on, and that was perhaps the best option. Tony Staniforth goes from the play, the ball, sees the gap, makes a good 10 yards. Keith Bell again to Derek Fox, who's playing at second man this half. Paul Lyman running wide, but this time not making any real progress. Ball put very deep to Kepisea. Kepisea takes it and brings it away from his own line. Decides to go himself, goes towards the touchline, but Richard Marsh has him well weighed up. Matthias Kittim on now, the fullback. This time it's Ati Lomatopa. He gets the ball away to Roy Henney, and he slips up. And it's good tackling from Rovers at the moment as Gary Siddall and Paul Lyman were in on that tackle. And Tony Keeler puts a deep kick past Chris Bibb. Bibb turns, takes the ball on, goes himself, beats one tackler, and he's up to the 25-yard line. And Tony Staniforth again decides to go from the play the ball, but this time not as effectively as a couple of minutes ago. Tim Slatter looking to offload the ball, but unable to get it away. And Peter Smith gets the ball away to Staniforth. With a good tackle there in the end from Roy Henney. Oh, Ian Smales is in the clear. He's got his wingman with him, and he's coming his way over for a magnificent try. Julian Smales, what a magnificent try. He's having a great game today. Showing the class we've always known he's capable of. What a good try, using his wingman as a foil. Ian Smales puts Featherstone Rovers in front for the first time in the game. And this time it's Derek Fox who's going to attempt to tag on the 2 points to that tremendous try from Ian Smales. But I'm afraid he's well wide with that kick. And the score now remains at Featherstone Rovers 16 and Papua New Guinea 12. And Featherstone have come out with a real determination in the second half. I don't know what Peter Fox has said to them, but it certainly got them going. And this time it's Bernard Waketsi who wants to kick the ball off. Just making sure everybody's on side, and it's very deep, so deep in fact that it goes straight into touch, and it'll be a penalty to Featherstone Rovers. It's a bad mistake there. And Ian Smales is coming forward, I'm sure, to find touch here for Featherstone Rovers. And something we don't see all that often is placing the ball to kick it into touch. Nothing wrong with that, and he finds a good touch. And now here come Rovers again, and Keith Bell seems to have added a new dimension to the Rovers side. Tony Staniforth plays the ball, Keith Bell. Derek Fox. Peter Smith comes running hard. Roy Henney tackles him. Johnny Crossley. A good ball there to Chris Bibb. He gets a beautiful ball out to Derry Beach. He's going for the corner. And he's just held up there and knocked into touching goal. And there will be a tap on the 25, but that was good play again from Featherstone Rovers. They're looking really sharp at the moment.
it's going to be a quick tap on the...
And Papua New Guinea wasting no time as Bernard Wiketsi takes the ball away, but he's tackled there by Tim Slatter and also by Gary Siddall. And the ball's gone loose in that tackle as Roy Henney dropped the ball, and Featherstone have it. Up comes Ian Smales with the ball. He's got a knock on the head, unfortunately, but play goes on and Johnny Crossley's in space again. And oh, what a pity there, he just slipped and wasn't able to make more of that situation. And there's Paul Lyman.
Inside there, 22 now.
Again, the space is there if the ball goes out.
Siddall holds, and he's only 15 metres away from the Papua New Guinea line.
Derek Fox. And held up right on about 10 yards out there.
Defend hard all the time now. 10 metres away. Balls out to Bell. Bell just a little short one.
Pete Smith coming onto that pass from Keith Bell, but no way through on this occasion. Keith Bell decides to kick through, and well taken there indeed by Bernard Wiketsi.
Emerging in this second half as the one man who seems to be holding Papua New Guinea together.
And
Pepe Sayer is determined to keep the ball alive because he was being dragged out of the touch there by Featherstone, and anywhere he flicks the ball, he's picked up. In fact,
here come Papua New Guinea once again. They're trying to drive away from their own 25. They've not seen the Rovers half so far in this period.
Still on his own 22, but nevertheless.
It's Matthias Kittiman who was tackled well there. Tony Keeler gets the ball away to Darius Haley. He bursts his way through. Oh, and makes a little bit of a hash of the pick up, but the referee says that was okay. He said there was no knock on. He must have been watching a different game to me. But, well, the referee, he's the man in charge. Bernard Wiketsi with the ball now. And the referee rubs the tackles off there once again. Mr. Smith there. I'm not too sure about his decision, but... oh, and this is good running there. That's good running from Ati Lamataupa. Tony Keeler puts a really long ball out there to Lauti Atoy. He gets the ball away to Balnamapo. And he's a strong running player, this. He's still going. He's looking for support. He gets the ball away. And a try. What a magnificent try from Kepi Sayer, and that was all through good work from Balnamapo, who kept the ball alive, refused to go to ground, refused to be knocked down, held himself up in the tackle, got the ball away to Kepi Sayer, and a good try to Papua New Guinea there. And it's Balnamapo once again to try and tag the 2 points on here for Papua New Guinea.
18 metres in from the touchline.
The scores once again level at 16 points each.
Kicking right-footed. 2 minutes left. And once again taking all the time in the world. Call comes to the crowd. Come on, little Sumidar. Here comes Balnamapo to kick.
And it's a fine kick there from Balnamapo. Puts Papua New Guinea back in front at 18 points to 16.
And the conversion was by number 21, Balnamapo.
And Featherstone Rovers get the game in motion once again. And Papua New Guinea will have taken heart from that try there. We're having indeed a substitution on for Papua New Guinea as Matthias Kittimon has gone off and he's been replaced by Derek Covey. Tony Keeler out to his half-back partner there, Darius Haley. Balnamapo, he puts the ball inside, but who comes up with it? Well, you guessed it, it's Derek Fox. And Mr. Smith gives us a little bit of gymnastics there as he goes head over heels.
Footed.
And here's Danny Beach. This time no way through. Keith Bell. Puts out a long pass, finds Paul Lyman. But again, tackling is good. John Crossley gets it away to Tony Staniford, but he wasn't expecting that pass, I don't think. The referee says knock on. And a scrum now.
He missed a blatant knock on there, it cost us a try.
And a penalty to Featherstone Rovers here. Going over the top. Referee Smith.
30 metres away from the Papua New Guinea line. Derek Fox takes his kick. Doesn't make a great deal of distance with it, but he sets Featherstone up.
Peter Smith now. Indeed, it's Derek Fox. And Featherstone have a move on here. The wall's created, 4 men in it. And Peter Smith, but Atil Lomatopa had got that one weighed up. Keith Bell, on to Gary Siddall.
Gary Siddall moving across the centre field, 11 metres away. Back across to Bell once again. Bell's Peter Fox.
Peter Smith gets it away to Derek Fox. Well taken by Derek Fox there, indeed. Tony Staniford this time goes to the play the ball. Keith Bell running from first man, gets a good ball out there, good long ball out to Tim Slatter, but he's unable to do anything with it. Indeed, I'm not sure, but I think he's lost the ball. No, he hasn't. Referee says Featherstone still have it. I don't think Louter at all is too happy about that. I think he thought he had the ball there. Pete Smith, Derek Fox, Ian Smales, and playing a little bit of Papua New Guinea style rugby here, Featherstone Rovers. And the end result's about the same as the ball's knocked on, and Papua New Guinea come away with it. Taumaka there plays the ball, and that's good running from Lomatopa. He gets the ball away. Roy Henny, but he's lost it. But it's regained there by Aribo Taumaku, but the referee says there was a knock on there, and there's going to be a substitution for Featherstone Rovers. As Paul Geary is ready to come on.
Number 15, Paul Geary, replacing number 10, Gary Siddall.
And Gary Siddall's the man to come off as Paul Geary goes on. And Papua New Guinea also asking for a substitution as Thomas Rombuck comes on the field. Nobody else has come off yet. And the touch judge is waving his flag here. Mr. Smith, I don't think, knows that Papua New Guinea at the moment have 14 players. They have 14 players and a trainer on the field at the moment. And finally it's sorted out. And Thomas Rombuck can take his place in the game. And Crossley on to Chris Bibb. He sized his way past one tackle. And it's Crossley backing up there, who's held up some 10-15 yards short. The ball kicked into touch there and a scrum down, but it will be head and ball to Featherstone Rovers.
And the substitution for Papua New Guinea was number 22, Thomas Rombuck, replacing number 6, Roy Henny.
And ball out to Featherstone Rovers. John Crossley, Chris Bibb, Crossley. This is good play. Oh, and the ball just short there of Danny Beach. Was having to reach out too far for it, unable to catch the ball. And another knock on brings the scrum down. And Keeler puts the ball in and it comes out to Papua New Guinea.
Starts to move his way through, back onto his own 22, but he's pulled down. Can't get any further than the first tackle.
And it's substitute Daddy Covey there, trying to gain some ground for Papua. And this is the second substitute, Thomas Rombuck, taking a drive this time.
Yards, so a few more metres there. Play back. And it's all in the pack.
It's Bernard Waketsi there, but at the moment Rovers not allowing them to make any ground at all, and that's a bad ball, but it's retrieved well by Derek Covey, and Derek Covey has it again, and he gets it away to Balnamapo. And good passage of play there from the Papua New Guinea players. And a long, deep kick there from Darius Haley. But Chris Bibb, as safe as houses, takes it well. But there's no way past Thomas Rombuk there. And I'm afraid Paul Geary has lost the ball in that tackle. And Tony Keeler very keen to get the ball in his hands there. Ball's in. And well, I thought it was out to Papua New Guinea, but the referee says no, home feet, penalty to Featherstone Rovers. Ian Smales is given the chance of finding touch. And once again he's going to place the ball to put it away into touch. Score at the moment is Featherstone Rovers 16, Papua New Guinea 18. And that's a smart kick there from Ian Smales. The Papua New Guinea player thought he touched the ball there. He signalled to the touch judge that he had touched the ball. The touch judge agreed, and it will be a scrum down. And it will be when the referee's satisfied with his scrum anyway, it will be Derek Fox to put the ball in. And this time it's Derek Fox who's caught for feeding. And a very quick tap taken there. And the referee said he's not happy about that. And so Papua New Guinea reform and decide to kick for touch.
Last 10-12 minutes, it seems to slow down just a bit from the slam bang affair and very exciting football that we were seeing in the first half and the early stage of the second. But Papua New Guinea still leading by 2 points.
New Guinea now to tap the ball.
They're in possession on the Featherstone Rovers.
And that's good running there from Bernard Waketsi.
Into the Featherstone Rovers half of the field through Bernard Waketsi. The ball switched out once again to loose forward. Tamaku gets the ball moving.
And Taumaka, well tackled. But Papua New Guinea are on the attack again here. But an impossible pass really given out there, and Featherstone Rovers come up with it. And they'll be happy about that.
And Featherstone Rovers, big pop forward, starts to come through.
And all this time going to Keith Bell. And on to Paul Geary, who finds the gap and charges forward, and he's just caught there, but he's still going. The tackle not fully effective there. That's good running from Paul Geary, who found the gap beautifully there. Here's Pete Smith. And the ball meant there for Johnny Crossley, but he'd come inside, and it was Ian Smales who finally retrieved it. And Lauta Atoy there, penalised for not allowing Ian Smales to play the ball. Smales kicks for touch.
To touch then, the good one.
Tony Staddiford comes forward to take the tap, and here's a chance for Featherstone Rovers to put another try on the board. Paul Geary, he takes the first strike, and he's made a good 10 yards there as he burst through the tackle of Atai Momatopa. And Tim Slatter held up a yard short.
Pulled down 2 metres short. Once again it's out to Fox, Fox out to Bell.
And Smith gets it away to Bell. To Derek Fox, he dummies. Slips past one player, slips past two. The ball's still going. Tim Slatter out to Ian Smales, to Chris Bibb. Oh, and Chris Bibb knocks on. And the chance was there for Featherstone Rovers once again. But I'm afraid it's a scrum down.
We're going 15 minutes to run.
Tony Keeler comes out. Here's Darius Haley. He's lost it. And John Crossley's come up with it. Plays the ball quickly. Derek Fox gets it away. The ball's loose. Valdemapo, he's on his way. Oh. And the referee spotted a knock on there. As Valdemapo was on the charge. And it's Featherstone Rovers to feed through Derek Fox.
Featherstone Rovers ball at this knock-on scrum. It could be their possession, only 15 metres away from the PNG line.
And Derek Fox hands on to John Crossley. He dummies to Ian Smales and loses the ball. And Papua New Guinea come up with it. And there's a massive gap at the blind side if they run it, but it's filled in by Paul Geary. And well filled in too, because he effects the tackle there on Bernard Wiketsi.
Papua New Guinea playing all this game, one possession inside their own 22.
Good tackling there from Tim Slatter and Paul Lyman. And it's Paul Lyman who's in again on the tackle, but the ball slipped away. And that's good running, in fact. That's good running. And he keeps away from the touchline well, and there'll be a penalty here as Tim Slatter was not allowing number 23 there, Kepi Sayer, to play the ball. It's booted to touch by Bernard Wiketsi, and he's really keen to get the game in motion again. But Karibo Tomaku takes the tap. Darius Haley, he's slipped away from the tackle. He's in the clear. He decides to go inside. Oh, and the ball was a bad one, the pass was a bad one. And Featherstone Rovers, though, are judged to have knocked on there. And it will be scrum down.
And so it's going to be a bit of a let-off for Papua New Guinea, and almost the first time in the past 5 or so minutes.
And the head ball's gone to Papua New Guinea. From that knock-on, or alleged knock-on there by Featherstone Rovers. Here's the substitute. That's Derek Covey. But he runs into 3 or 4 Featherstone Rovers tacklers there.
Featherstone 22. Can they make something out of this one? As the ball's moved across. A bit cut by Rumbach. Rumbach takes another 5 yards, 5 metres inside.
And Combra there, trying to burst through the tackles of, again, 2 or 3 Featherstone stalwarts.
Again, Tapia tries to make his way through, but he's dancing.
Slomatopa now gets the ball away to Keeler, to Haley. Here's Darius Covey, slips it inside there. And it was Bernard Wiketsi there, held up some 3 or 4 yards short. And the ball's loose. And Johnny Crossley has it. And Featherstone now have got to try and drive away from their own sticks. Keith Bell, but he's going nowhere. Well tackled there by Joe Tepp and by Tony Keeler. Paul Geary. But again, that's very, very good tackling. This time substitute Thomas Rombuk. Tony Staniforth, he's got to the 25 or thereabouts, but it's the last tackle coming up. So the ball will be booted downfield here by Ian Smales. And well taken there. Well taken by number 14, Danny Colway. The ball was just slipped away from him. He went backwards, but he slipped through one tackle. But Chris Bibb has him wrapped up. Lau Atoy. Onto Lomatopa. It's Ian Smales who made the tackle there. Substitute Rombuk there, driving forward. Tim Slatter and Tony Staniforth have got him wrapped up. Tony Keeler to Darius Haley. Valdemapo. He gets the ball away there to the latter Atoy. And Valdemapo is down. Looks like hamstring trouble. He's still down, is Namapo, as play goes on. And Taumaku was trying to pull away from the tackle of Keith Bell there. Covey. And it's a good up and under. And brilliantly taken by Chris Bibb. As Joe Tepp, the prop forward, came charging in. Derek Fox, he runs into Darius Haley and Joe Tepp again. This time Paul Lyman goes from the play the ball. But well wrapped up there by Taumaku Peter Smith. And thankfully Balnamapo is restored. Perhaps it was only cramp rather than hamstring. And well picked up there. That ball from Johnny Crossley, well picked up by Davy Jones. Derek Fox puts the ball deep. Ball bounces awkwardly, but it's taken there by Kepisea. But he's met by 3 Featherstone tacklers, including Danny Beach, Andy and Smales, the 2 centres, along with Chris Bibb, the full-back there. And Lamatopa slips the ball away there to Darius Haley. But that strong tackle in there from Tim Slatter, and once again Ian Smales. And Taumaku trying to slip away, and he chance to get the ball away there. If only the support had been there. Peter Smith finally came in to cover the ball, make sure the pass didn't get away. Keeler at the play the ball. Numapu sells the dummy, goes past 1, goes past 2, only the fullback to beat, and slips past the fullback as well. He's a strong running lad, this Balnamapu, but eventually the cover of Peter Smith and Tony Staniforth got to him. And that's Lau Tuatoi, who tries to make something of that situation. Keeler out to Covey, and a little bit of juggling there by Davy Jones, but he's managed to come up with the ball for Featherstone Rovers. And as play goes on, this time it's Keith Bellows down injured, but he's back on his feet again now. And Tim Slatter there trying to come away from his own line. And this time it's Paul Lyman. But slips over and straight into the tackle there from Bernard Waketsi. Here comes Kepisea. Bursts his way past Danny Beach. And bursts his way past Derek Fox and Ian Smales and beats Danny Beach again. Atai Lamatopa gets a brilliant ball out there to Lau Tuatoi. This is good play from Papua New Guinea. It's Bernard Waketsi who goes to the play the ball. Matthias Combra. He's going nowhere. Tony Keeler. Balnamapu. This time Paul Geary. And Paul Lyman effect the tackle. Oh, this is good play again. This is good play indeed. As Thomas Rombuk goes for the line and scores the try. Thomas Rombuk, the substitute, goes in there for another try for Papua New Guinea, putting the score now at Papua 22 points and Featherstone Rovers 16. It's, once again Balnamapu, who's just been adjudged as man of the match for today, to try and tag on 2 points for Papua New Guinea. He lines the ball up, takes 1, 2, 3 and 4 steps backwards, and is again not going to be hurried. But this time he slices the ball past the right-hand post, so the score stays at Papua New Guinea 22 and Featherstone Rovers 16 with only 6 minutes to go. Can Rovers pull something out of the fire? Only time will tell, but there's not a lot of time left for them to do it.
So 5 minutes of this game left, and Featherstone Rovers have got 6 points to get back.
And
to prevent Papua New Guinea from registering their very first ever
Lau Tuatoi wrapped up there by Paul Geary.
At the start of this 1987 tour.
And a dummy there by Darius Haley as he tries to burst past Paul Lyman, but Paul Lyman goes straight down for the legs and tackles him well. This time it's Combra
Combra takes it through, nearly to the halfway line.
Try scorer in the game, Combra. And Weketsi now.
Quick short pass to Bernard Weketsi to the centre spot.
He's had a good game today, as Bernard Weketsi. He's really wanted the work.
Half-back now. Switches it out long.
Tony
Nice
Keeler.
chip through there.
Oh, and Davy Jones makes a hash of it.
Make a mess of the pickup, which really should have been presented to them on a plate.
And
Instead it's Lautaro who,
this time it's Ati Lomatopa who tries to barge his way there past John Crossley and Tony Staniforth and Matthias Combra. But he's lost the ball, and Featherstone Rovers have it again. Now then, can Featherstone do anything with it? Tim Slatter. And Keith Bell. Paul Lyman. He slips away from a tackle. Oh, and he's on the charge. Paul Lyman's on the charge. And a brilliant tackle there by Valmont from Ample. Just halts him on the 25-yard line. Featherstone Rovers in with a chance here. Dave Jones. And out it comes again. Featherstone Rovers. Derek Fox. Keith Bell. But there's nothing. He gets slips the ball away though to Tony Staniforth. The last tackle coming up. Paul Geary's at the play of the ball. What are Featherstone Rovers going to do here? It's a kick through from Derek Fox. A little chip. Oh, and well taken. Well taken indeed there. And there's play on now as Papua New Guinea in their own 25, trying to burst away. In fact, the kick goes right through, and it's Chris Bibb. Well tackled there by Lautaro. And Chris Bibb not being allowed to play the ball. Lautaro is penalised for that. The tap's taken by Innsmales onto Derek Fox. And he's tackled there by Tony Keeler. Tony Staniforth to play the ball now. Peter Smith.
He lingered just a little too long in the tackle. Possession from a penalty.
Oh, and Paul Geary knocks on.
Out to Paul Geary, substitute. He makes a terrible mess of handling the ball, losing it, and it's
another scrum down here. And this time it will be Tony Keeler who will be feeding the ball for Papua New Guinea.
They have the feed. In he goes, and it's out to Papua New Guinea.
And New Guinea have it through Darius Haley there. He's wrapped up by his opposite number, John Crossley. And cleverly there, Crossley let Haley run the 5 yards and then tackled him. Instead of Weketsi there driving forward, instead of tackling him straight away and being penalised. Thomas Rumbuck, the substitute there, tackled by Paul Geary. The ball goes out there to Keeler.
And lofts it into the air there for Tony Keeler.
He's looking to get rid of the ball. In fact, I think he did actually lose it in the tackle there, but the referee didn't see it. The ball kicked through onto Chris Bibb, but he's as safe as houses with those. And he's still up and he's still going. Well played, Chris Bibb, indeed. And it was Ati Lomatopa who made the tackle in the end, but Chris Bibb's hurt there in Smales. And out it comes again. Keith Bell. Well, Featherstone might as well open it out now. Very little time left. And here they come, trying to open it out. Derek Fox finds the space. And, well, perhaps he might have been better put it onto John Crossley, but he did try to make the break so that there was extra space for Crossley to run into there. But the ball's still alive as Derek Fox has it once again. And he's tackled there by Darius Haley. And time's running out for Featherstone Rovers now. Paul Geary charging forward. And here comes Staniforth. He's going forward. He's no support. There goes the final hooter. and Papua New Guinea have won their first match of this inaugural tour of Britain with a 22 points to 16 margin in a very entertaining game here at Post Office Road, Featherstone Rovers. These teams have really given their best. Both sides have played some excellent rugby league football, and it's been a pleasure to watch indeed.
Papua New Guinea in this British tour 1987. The way they play today.